You know, I did a little video the other day regarding the death of a suicide of a teenager. By the way, it's Saturday. It's pretty shitty out there, snowing, weather, whatever. So I might as well do a few things around the house that needs done doing because I don't do very often. But anyway, while I'm doing this, I figured I'd flip off a little video as well because I said I did one the other day on the suicide of a teenager. Now, I've done some before on suicide. Suicide teenagers disturbed me. Well, I didn't have suicide disturbed me, but having worked in psychiatry many years ago, these things, they do happen. But sometimes it's the needless ones that shouldn't happen. Anyway, the whole bullying thing is taking on a whole new world with the internet, and I quickly found out why after I posted my little video. It didn't take long, and I mean long at all. I'd had less than 20 views, and I already had 3 people making ignorant remarks, which is disappointing when it comes to our country, but it happened. So what really amazed me was the videos came from people that don't follow me. So it didn't take them long. Like I say, there was less than 20 views at the time. And I had about 4 or 5 really very ignorant comments from people about this. Well, she deserved it. She shouldn't have been doing what she's doing. Or it was Christine that went after, that sought out the one person that was posting ignorant remarks. Well, she was, according to some, just as much as a bully as others for doing this. I don't see holding people to accountability as being a bully. People want to hide behind the anonymity of an alias on the internet. So be it. My name's Terry. Everything about me is there. I don't hide behind it. The comments I had came from people, that don't use their name. They use an alias. Well, it's easy to be negative and rude and downright stupid when you hide behind an alias. So for those people that, and at the same time with less than 20 views, I mean, that's on YouTube, if you really understand this stuff, less than 20 views, that's not even a grain of sand on a beach when it comes to the viewing pleasures of YouTube. So that wasn't a lot of views, but it didn't, there's more now, but there wasn't at the time. It certainly didn't take long with 20 views for 3 people to find the site and start making negative comments and belittling. I'm not even going to get into what the one person was saying about Amanda or Christine, but it just shows you what the depths people will go to, how much time they spend in front of their computer trolling for whatever they can find to spout off and turn it into a rude, belittling situation. It's frightening how shallow some people's lives have become. That's all they can do. If you can't have a little bit of compassion for a 15-year-old that killed herself, there's something wrong with you. Like I say, I'm not going to mention the comments that were said about this young lady, but you have to know a little bit about childhood development to really appreciate some of this. A 15-year-old doesn't think like a 25-year-old because their brain is still developing. Check out limbic system and find out what that is and when it starts to work and what it means to our development. But it does have some issues on your impulse control. It also links your emotional responses and gives you some flexibility when it comes to things like logic, things like seeing a little bit of gray in the world rather than just black and white. But I'm not going to get into uh, socio-developmental conversation here. It's just, I just wanted to say thanks for looking at me, people. It's just too bad you're so ignorant. If you can't see the damage that was being done to this girl and you're trying to blame it on there, then you're the bully. And as far as this Christine that sought out this person, one of the comments was, she caused this guy his job. Well, it's that type of, the guy who lost his job, it's people like that in the postings they were making that cost this girl her life. So if you guys want to troll and find my little ramblings here, well, fine. It's a free world. We live in a free country, or we did. I'm starting to have my doubts about that. But as I said, it was just really amazing to me that they could find this so quickly and rip it apart. And this wasn't even one of my most political posts. This was just a little dedication to this young lady and a show of appreciation for Christine. As I said, when she did what she did, she was starting to take responsibility for things in our community, which is what we need to do more of. We've been regulated to death, and I'm not arguing against regulations. There are needs for them. XL Meats is an example of that. But at the same time, something that you shouldn't have to be, we shouldn't need legislation saying you shouldn't smoke in a car with a baby in it. That to me is just common sense. But we've gotten so used to, and this started way back in the 80s, with seatbelt legislation, with everything else, of government taking it upon themselves to regulate things so that we don't have to assume responsibility for ourselves. We do it because it's the law now. Well, Christine, I think, took a really good step towards bringing some of that personal responsibility back to the community. And for that, she's not a bully. She's a responsible woman that's trying to do the right thing. This guy might have lost his job out east. The young girl in BC lost her life. To me, there's no comparison there. So keep posting your ignorant remarks. I kind of enjoy it because that way I know people are at least listening to what I'm saying. And until then, have a good day. I got to get. I think I'm going to do some vacuuming now. Like I say, it's shitty out there. It's too snowy. It's not the weather for a wheelchair. And keep watching. I don't mind people making stupid remarks. They're fun to counter. Anyway, have a good day, and I may catch you later. Bye for now. And morning coffee.